of a challenge is the Champions League and European success to you to bridge that gap as well?
Yeah, I think success in Europe with a trophy, and it's important for every manager. You know very well that it's not simple, it's not easy, because to lift trophy in Europe, especially in Champions League, it's important also to be the coach, the manager, or you have more probability, to lift trophy if you are the coach in a team that used to win, and it's normal. 2 years ago with Inter Milan, we lost the final in the Europa League against Sevilla. But for sure, in my heart, in my mind, in my ambition, there is the will to have success in Europe. I know very well that it's difficult, but at the same time, I have this ambition.
Antonio, do you think it's true that Italian managers always look at the league title first?
No, I don't think also, because we have Carlo Ancelotti, and this is a clear example that he lived a lot of time in Champions League, but he lived Champions League when he was in Real Madrid, when he was in Milan, when Milan was a really top team, and I remember also a final that I lost against him when I was in Juventus, he was in Milan. I repeat, it depends a lot the team that you are coaching, because in this type of competition, the experience, the story means a lot. Because for this reason, Real Madrid is always protagonist.
Just remind us about that final, Antonio, if it's not too painful.
Yeah.
Can you talk about it? Sorry.
No, about the final.
That you lost to Ancelotti.
Yeah, but it was the. I remember it was my last final in Champions League, because I played for final Champions League. I won only once, and it was my last final in my career. It was in Manchester United, and finished 0-0. I remember that I hit the crossbar with a header, and I was unlucky, and we lost with a penalty. Yeah, and Ancelotti the previous season was in Juventus, and then he changed. He went to be the coach with Milan, and I think he had a big revenge, no? Yeah.
Hello, ciao Antonio. So you will find tomorrow Igor Tudor on the bench of Marseille. You played with him at Juventus. What do you remember of him as a player? What do you think of him as a coach? Thank you.
Yeah, but about Igor Tudor, yeah. And Igor is a friend, and we played together in Juventus for many years. He's a really good guy. I am really happy to see him on the bench in an important club in Europe, like Marseille. He did very well last season in Verona, and yeah, he's doing a really good job. He likes to work a lot, and his team has an idea very clear, and yeah, I wish all the best for him, for Marseille, apart of these 2 games against us.
David. Antonio, what are your expectations for Tottenham in this Champions League, all considering the progress Hugo was talking before?
First of all, we are talking today. We are having a press conference, a Champions League press conference, for what we did last season. And I think last season we did a fantastic job with the club, with the players. And honestly, it was difficult only to think to play Champions League this season. Instead, through the work, through hard work, with great compactness between us, and then we got this achievement. Now, first of all, we have to enjoy to play this important competition in Europe. For sure, we want to play and to try to do our best. And you know which is my thought. And we have to play with ambition and with great desire, with great will to be protagonist in this tournament, in this Champions League. I know very well this tournament is really difficult. It's the most difficult in the world, but at the same time is a great opportunity for us to show that we are going in the right way, that we are doing step forward, and we want to try to improve and to give satisfaction to our fans, and then to give satisfaction at ourselves.
Antonio, when you were at Juve, you said that competing in the Champions League was like being in a €100 a head restaurant with only €10 in your pocket. I wondered, do you think Spurs now have the resources and the squad to compete in the Champions League and the Premier League this season?
Yeah, first of all, I say this in my second season in Juventus when we won the league like underdog, but then they asked me in the second season to try to win the Champions League. But and the people that know very well football understand that you need of a process, an important process, through the work on the pitch, outside the pitch, but at the same time you need important investment, because in this competition you play against a team with the best players, with the best coaches, and you need, if you want to fight for something important, to stay, I don't say the same level, but not so far. And for sure the story of a lot of clubs in this competition is really big, and to think to the same level in this moment is unthinkable, but has to be for us a big push to try to improve, to reduce the gap, and to try to fight for something important. But the story is very important in football, because the story, and as I said you before, Real Madrid, when the players play in Champions League, they are in their house, they breathe the atmosphere, they know the way to manage the situation, and probably during the season they reach at least a semi-final in every season. To win Champions League, it means that you are in the every season you are a team that you live in this competition, and your habitat, your natural habitat. Other team, they have to build and to go step by step, but with ambition. I think that we have to try to grow with ambition. The ambition to go in every game and to fight to get a win.
And do you think history is more important than money in the Champions League? Because we saw last year Real beat Chelsea and PSG and Man City, the three richest teams in Europe. But do you think having that pedigree is more important than having lots of money?
Yeah, but about Chelsea, in the last 10 years, they won twice Champions League, one Europa League. money, and story together. But usually a top team is also top team because they have good money to invest, and then become also top team. And Chelsea was a clear example, no? Because in the past, before Abramovich era, but it's the same for Manchester City, no? And before to arrive the new owner, when arrive owner that invest a lot of money, and then you create a story in the recent period, and then probably you lift trophy if you match money, investment, and also the work. Don't forget the work, because you can put a lot of money, but then you have to work in the right way. Yeah, this has to be very clear. Yeah.
Okay, we've got time for 2 more, Matt, and then we'll finish with Jeremy, please.
Hi, Antonio. This game is going to be the start of 17 games in just under 10 weeks for all the clubs in the Champions League. You're going to be playing Champions League every single midweek up until the World Cup. What do you think of that schedule, and how crazy is it to try and manage that?
But honestly, to see this schedule about Tottenham is incredible. It's crazy because we played 3 games in 6 days against Nottingham Forest, West Ham, and Fulham. Now we are playing after 4 days, but we are starting to play again 3 games, 3 important games against Marseille, Champions League, City away, Sporting Lisbon away in 6 days. I think maybe this is my first time in my career to see a schedule like this. And honestly, I try to check the schedule of the other teams, and I have seen that in this situation, Tottenham, they penalized a lot our club, our team. I think in the future, and in this situation, we were unlucky. I think in the future, also I spoke with the club that we have to pay great attention, to speak also with the Premier League, because we have to pay attention. And when there are this type of schedule, one day more, one day less, change totally your life, and you can drop point. And I think that this is not good for a team like Tottenham. When you want to start to think as a winner, you have to take care of the details. The schedule is a details very important for every club, especially for the club that want to fight for something important. I think we can do much better for the future.
Hi Antonio, can we just check on the team news for Marseille?
Yeah.
Who's unavailable? Is Mora okay? And just also on VAR, you had some things to say about VAR at West Ham. How worried were you by what you saw at Chelsea and Newcastle with VAR at the weekend?
But you know what I said, no, in the past about the VR. Then I think to go again is not right. But I can tell you only that my hope that they go to improve, and they try to find the right line of the decision, because in this moment the line is not the same line and the same vision, and this is really dangerous. This is really dangerous because in this way you risk to give advantage some teams and to penalize other teams. And I think the VR has to be something to help the referees, not to help the referees to make mistakes. Yeah, otherwise it's nonsense to have this to have a VAR and to use the VR in this way.
And just on the team news, Mora and Hill?
Mora is not available. Is not still available, and I think tomorrow he starts to have a training session on the pitch, and he has this inflammation in his tendon. And yeah, I hope to recover him very soon, because especially in front up we need of him.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.